EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll run with the former LSU Tiger. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Eagle defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
To throw is Daniels. Finds his receiver, Watson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 5.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
19, target, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Okay,
looking
ready.
to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. His career already storied, just keeps getting better. That last carry, CD, he hit 14,000 career rushing yards.
Think about the accumulation of this yardage like you're going upstairs. Now he's at the doorstep of the top 5 all-time in NFL history in rushing yards.
Unbelievable. This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Lions.
They're going to look to throw. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering looks. He's still a little bit tight as this game starts. What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Really good look. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers.
Now back to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
A 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that went to the right side and incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Moody good with an extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Eagles 0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Bibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
go. Bronco 80. Bronco 19 right. Alert. Alert. 60. Dragon 60. Ready.
Now Daniels. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come up.
And he takes it in for the Commanders' touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
The score. Commanders 14. Eagles 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit? Again, didn't we practice in that colored jersey? Not that you're throwing it to, but maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 22.
Another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
70. 18. 5 here. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Let's go now. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Commanders 14. Eagles 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the Commanders first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action. Daniels. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try to run this one right up the gut. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hold the ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Here's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Bibbs. And he stopped immediately there. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
To the air goes Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
An Eagle first down.
Come on. Hit. Viking 18.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Luther Burden, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Mustang 19. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to try and go deep again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington has taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Commanders 21, Eagles 14.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. And an Eagles first down.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Luther Burden with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 light. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He finds Watson. It's caught. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hold the stick.
2nd and 10.
Get it. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos.
To throw is Daniels. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. At their own 35-yard line. Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Philadelphia.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Daniels looking to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now Daniels.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
A final shot before break. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here
trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
48-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready,
Back to throw here. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
18 Cardinal, 8, trap 50, trap 60. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the Eagles first down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Luther Burden with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And a call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be called as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on. Pass the 60, pass the 20.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now is Daniels. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. The 1-yard line. Barkley. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Luther Burden, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
42. Commanders, 28.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Come on.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Daniels going to throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Chase, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. 20, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Eagles 49, Commanders 48.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Daniels. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nolan Smith in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
60 Bison, 60 Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
Second down and 8.
19-18.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Take pass. Trap 60, trap 60. Let go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
Brings up second down at the 32-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
70. Rig.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
77, Mustang 19. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Pass caught by Burden. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Ready, ready. Viking 18. Ready, ready.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for Washington. 59 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they'll go ahead and spike it here as that stops the clock with just under a minute to go now. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Kennedy Lions.
To throw is Daniels. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. Let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
18, 5. Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready?
On fourth down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Eagles, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.